Hey guys, so today I'm going to teach you how to make cheesy Texas trash bean dip. It's so good. Everyone always asks me, how do I make it? So I always have to give the recipe out. So I thought this would be the perfect addition to everyone's 4th of July party. So it can be a side dish or you can put it in tortillas. Mainly I just serve it with Fritos and everyone just goes after it. And basically it kind of tastes like Taco Bell beans. If you like Taco Bell, so follow me, I'm going to show you how to do it. And as I said, this would be great for your 4th of July party, any kind of backyard barbecue, even just a family get together will be a great idea. So here we go. So the good thing about this Texas trash bean dip is it only takes 7 ingredients, which includes, I use finely shredded cheddar cheese, and then I'm gonna use light sour cream. You can use regular sour cream too if you want. And then a block of cream cheese, 2 cans of fat-free refried beans, taco seasoning. I use hot and spicy. You don't have to use hot and spicy. If you want regular taco seasoning, you can use regular. And then I'm using 2 cans of diced green chilies, so that can be 8 ounces of green chilies. And then I'm gonna top it with some pickled jalapeños. Okay, to start out, we are going to do 2 cans of our fat-free refried beans. So just get your spatula and drop it into a mixing bowl. And just try and get it all out so we don't waste any. Okay. Just slop it in there. Okay, whoops. There goes our second can. You can use any kind of refried beans that you want. The grocery stores are a little bit limited on what they have, so I just grabbed what I saw. If you want to use like reduced sodium, anything like that, you can use that as well. Okay. Now I'm going to dump in my 2 cans of diced green chilies, which this is a 4-ounce can, so I'm using 2 of these. No need to strain them. Just dump them all in. Here's my second can. So that's 8 ounces. Then I'm going to use about a cup of sour cream. I'm using just light sour cream, but if you want to use regular, you're more than welcome to. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I like to add shredded cheese. So I'm gonna do at least a cup, at least, because you know I love my cheese. And I'm just using sharp cheddar cheese. I'm getting forgetful. Here's my softened cream cheese block. Make sure to soften it in the microwave or just leave it out on your counter to get it soft so that you can mix it together. And then last thing we have is our taco seasoning packet. I'm using the hot and spicy one. You can use whichever one that you want. If you don't like it so spicy, just use a regular one. If you want the reduced sodium one, you can use that. And then basically you just mix it all together. This is a very popular dish. Every time I go somewhere, I bring it with me and everyone's like, how do you make that? So we used to make it at work all the time for our potlucks and stuff like that. And that's where we started doing it, and it's just become a fan favorite. So you just want to mix it really well. And if you've got any left over, it's really good to just put it in a flour tortilla and make bean burritos. So it's very delicious. And if you take it to your 4th of July party, I'm sure you're gonna be requested to bring it to every other party following that. So just mix it in really well. And then next, we are going to transfer it into a baking dish. Okay, so this is an 8 by 11 inch cooking dish for baking. Make sure you have a baking dish that can go in the oven. If you want at this time, you can go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Basically, I'm going to just pour all of the bean mixture into my baking dish. And literally, you could just eat it like this if you want it, but it's even better hot. But I do catch myself licking the spatula because once you smell it, it just smells so good you can't resist. Okay. And this would be great to take to work for your potluck or a family get-together. It keeps really well in the fridge if you want to make it ahead of time. You could make it ahead of time and put it in the fridge to keep it. I might even just make mine and reheat it for the 4th of July party so that it's already done. And it's just gonna be everyone's favorite. Okay, then just kind of smooth it out because we are going to top it with our shredded cheese. And then for some decorative looks, we've got pickled jalapeños. So, oh, I just sloshed beans everywhere. Okay, so just kind of smooth it out so it looks pretty when it's done. Okay, let me wash my hands. Got beans all over my hands. Okay, now is my favorite part, the cheese. So I do a pretty thick covering of shredded cheese just because who doesn't like melted cheese on their beans? And I just do a pretty thick layer. This is a 16-ounce bag and I'm probably gonna use the majority of it. I guarantee you will be requested to bring this to every holiday this year once people taste it. I made it for a New Year's party one time and everyone loved it. Okay, that's probably thick enough. And then I'm going to do pickled jalapeños across the top. If you don't like pickled jalapeños or you feel like it's for your kids and they don't like pickled jalapeños, you don't have to put them on there, but I just put them randomly on the top because I love pickled jalapeños. So I just kind of do them scattered throughout, just randomly. You don't have to do it in a special order. And it just gives it a little bit of color, breaks up that orange color of the cheese once it's done out of the oven. And like I said, I serve these usually with Fritos. If you don't like Fritos, you could just do tortilla chips. If you're not doing chips at all, I guess you could, if you have to, eat it with celery. You could do gluten-free chips. I don't know. You can just eat it with a spoon if you really want to. Okay. So I'm waiting for my oven to preheat to 350 and then we'll throw it in the oven and let it cook. I'm probably gonna let it cook for about 30 minutes, but like I told you before, I don't like to give you cook times until I'm done because I'm really not sure because I don't measure anything. Okay, here we go. Okay, we are preheated to 350. So we're gonna go ahead and put the bean dip in. Oh, that's heavy. And I will try and figure out a cook time to report back to you guys. That's gonna be delicious. So while I've got that in the oven, I decided I'm gonna have a little bit of a drink. I think I deserve it. I took my son to the zoo today and it was 95 degrees out and we were required to wear masks the entire time. So I was literally dripping wet by the time I left. I mean, my mask was soaking wet. It was horrible. I felt like I was in a sauna, forced to wear masks. So I don't recommend it, but he just wanted to go to the zoo really bad. So I felt inclined to take him. And I just want to wish everyone an early happy 4th of July. Cheers. Let's all try and let loose a little bit this weekend. I mean, times are getting a little bit serious, a little bit complicated right now, and we all just need to let loose and relax, get along with one another. Let's just have a good time, okay? That's my 2 cents. So hopefully this bean dip will be done soon. and we can enjoy it. Now that everyone's outside and the kids are all away from me, I think I should just chug this beer so I can get on a better mental level. Whew, that stings. Go chug one too. All right, so I just got our bean dip out of the oven and it is delicious looking. You can see it's still sizzling just a little bit, so definitely not gonna be touching it anytime soon, but you can see just how delicious this is gonna be. The cheese is brown and bubbly. Our jalapeños have cooked a little bit. So I ended up doing it on 350, baking it on 350 for about 25 to 30 minutes. Then I turned on the broiler for just a few minutes just to get our cheese, to get that golden brown bubbly look to it. It's gonna be so good. This is the perfect thing for you to make for the 4th of July. I hope many of you make it. You will not regret it. So, if you've got any questions for me, please leave it in the comments section. Make sure to like and subscribe. And happy 4th of July. Everyone have a safe and happy 4th of July.